following upon the previous updates to student visa which were announced couple of weeks ago by the acting Immigration Minister Alan Tudge, which we obviously discussed in this video. If you would like to check that, you can check later. There is a further information on a free student visa application for international students. So in this video, we're going to discuss about what this free student visa application is, who is eligible to apply for this visa, how to apply for this visa, and some other updates. Let's get started. So first thing first, what is this free student visa application? So as I mentioned earlier, this was one of the announcements that was made as a part of 5 major changes that were made to student visas recently. So Australian government has decided to waive off student visa applications where students were unable to complete their studies because of this COVID-19 pandemic. So obviously some students are badly impacted because of this crisis, and that has certainly impacted their studies, which means some students might have to defer their course because they were either unable to come back to Australia or they had some other issues because of this pandemic. And now because they couldn't complete their course within their student visa time frame, they obviously have to apply for a new student visa in order to complete their studies. So students who have to apply for a new student visa because of this can become eligible to apply for a student visa fee waiver, which means effectively they're gonna get a new student visa for free. It is certainly a much needed relief for the international students who are struggling with this crisis and can't complete their studies, and we do appreciate the Australian government's this initiative. Now the next question is, who is eligible to apply for this free student visa? Now there are few requirements that you must meet in order to become eligible to get a free student visa. So let's discuss these eligibility requirements. Now the first one is that you must have held a valid student visa on or after 1st of February 2020. So if you had a visa on or after 1st of February 2020, you meet one of the eligibility requirements. The second eligibility requirement is that you must have been badly impacted and you couldn't complete your studies because of this COVID-19 pandemic. And it's very important to note that this change came into effect after midnight on 5th of August 2020. So let's say if you have applied on 4th of August or 3rd of August, you basically become ineligible for this free student visa, and there will be no refunds issued for the applications made prior to the 5th of August 2020. Now it goes without saying that if you don't meet these requirements, you will be ineligible for getting this free student visa. Now the next thing is how to apply for this visa. Now in order to get this student visa fee waiver, which is basically getting a free visa application, you will need to apply for your student visa as usual, plus you will need to submit one additional form along with your student visa application. This form needs to be completed by your education provider. The form is known as COVID-19 Impacted Students. The form number is 1545, and there are 5 main parts in this form. The first part is about the education provider details, where your education provider will provide their name and their CRI-COS registration number. The second part is about the student details, which is your personal detail, your given name, your family name, your date of birth and passport. And then there is an option if the student is applying for a new student visa or a student is applying for a temporary graduate visa. So basically this is the same form that needs to be completed if you are either applying for a new student visa or if you are applying for a temporary graduate visa, but you need to claim your online studies for that, which we will discuss in next couple of minutes. So your education provider will have to provide the details based on your situation, whether you are applying for new student visa or a temporary graduate visa. The last part is about the declaration, where one of the team members at your education provider will need to complete this. So once this form is completed, this form will be given to you and you need to upload this form along with your student visa application. And it's important that you must apply this visa online. You can be in or outside Australia when applying for this visa. Please note that if you don't submit this form along with your student visa application, then your application could be invalidated and you would be required to submit a new visa application. Now some other updates. Now, any online study that was undertaken outside Australia because of the travel restrictions will count toward your Australian study requirements for new and current student visa holders. And this change is available immediately. Any graduates affected by COVID-19 travel restrictions will be able to apply and get a temporary graduate visa outside Australia as well. And last but not the least, flexible time frames are available for providing additional information like your English test, your health and other biometric information. So there will be some additional time available for submitting those documents and information. For further information on this, we always suggest you to check the Department of Home Affairs website, which we will make sure that we put the link in the description below. We will also make sure that the link to the Form 1545 will be available in the description as well. And if you are in doubt with your specific situation, we highly recommend you to speak to a registered migration agent. As always, if you like the video, make sure to smash that like button and share it with your friends as well. And if you have some suggestions for any videos or any other suggestions, we look forward to that in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.